Having access to clean, safe drinking water isn't a problem for most of us, though it is for 1 billion of the world's most vulnerable people every day. One local nonprofit is committed to providing wells to impoverished parts in Africa. Pat Hareth from Wells for Wellness is here to talk about that. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's exciting.
So for people who haven't heard of the organization before, what does Wells for Wellness do?
We try to pick out in the country of Niger the most remote villages that have not, sometimes they haven't even seen a car. So we go into the deep into the desert, and the road sometimes ends, and then we go another couple hours. And so these people are amazing, and they're so loving and kind. And it's 114 to 120 degrees and no water. So they're desperate.
Yeah, there's certainly dire need for it, for sure. How did Wells for Wellness get started?
Well, I started, I went on a medical mission to Cambodia, and her sister were separated, and they didn't have water. So we were responsible for 5 wells, and then my friends from Africa said, oh, that country's not even poor compared to ours. You need to come and help us. So my husband and I went to Niger and saw for ourselves, and that's all it took, because when we saw these children walking 5 miles to water that was filthy with cows, feces and everything, we had to do something. So we came home and started our organization.
How many trips have you made, and you had one recently?
Yes, we just returned because it's our 10-year anniversary, and we wanted to make a documentary of all the projects that we've done. And so it's going to be exciting. If you get on our website, wellsforwellness.com, there's a 45-second trailer, and now we'll have 19-minute video at our event. And so we're showing places that probably most people have never seen before, because you don't hear much about Niger.
You just reached a pretty big accomplishment too.
Yes, we've reached our first goal for the first 10 years for 33 wells, and we just surpassed it. In the last 3 days, we put in 3 wells, and it's been so exciting. Every time I get a text, I'm like, oh my goodness, here's another one.
Well, it's a big deal for
yes,
sure.
It is.
You talked about the documentary. What can you tell us about the recent documentary?
Well, we went into the uttermost parts of the earth. This picture right here is way out in the desert, and that well went in, and they hadn't had rain for 7 years. And so we went up there, and the desert had turned green. We put the well in, and then all of a sudden the rains came, and it rained for 2 solid months, gentle. And the field turned green, and it was amazing, and we got to experience seeing it. They had a big party for us, a big celebration, because the cows are back now, and the families are restored.
It's amazing what difference water makes for people and life in general, obviously.
Oh, yes. And so
you talked about the documentary itself, but you talked about the party that they had, but now you're having a party of your own to push this documentary. What's going on? How can people be part of that?
Okay, it's March 19th on Thursday night, 6 to 8:30, and we're showing the documentary. We'll have a regular silent auction and also a free dinner. And so you just have to get on our website and RSVP. We'd love to have you. We just want to expose and show what we've done in the last 10 years. And it's just amazing. We want to share that experience with people.
You said when that's happening. Where is that happening for people?
At Black Hawk Lodge in Rock Island.
Fantastic. And so what are some of the plans that Wells for Wellness has for the future at this point?
Great. We're so excited. We finished our first goal, and we have 11 in the east part of the country and 21 in the other. And we assessed these villages while we were there. And you can't even say to them about it. You just sort of talk. You can't mention it because they just sit on the edge of their, whatever they have, waiting for us to return. And sometimes it takes a lot longer. The first time we were in Maradi was 10 years ago, and now we have 3 or 4 wells there.
What's it like when that first time, or any time, I guess, when you see a well and the running water for the first time?
For them, when we hit water while we were there, we put in 3 wells. We hit water, and everybody just wants to get wet. They don't care. It's 114,
sure.
So if it's muddy water or water, they just, oh yes, and everyone laughs and screams and hollers, and it's just really exciting. It's my favorite part when the water comes out.
Absolutely, big deal. Pat Hareth with Wells for Wellness, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on your success so far. Congratulations for more success in the future.